Hello and welcome to episode 33 of Prose. This week, join me for some breakfast and take a second look at the oft vilified Herod the Great of biblical fame. I have several announcements regarding Prose, so let's hop right in. Firstly, as you may have noticed in my mini description, we only have 2 short stories this week. This is in part due to the July 4th holiday coming around here in the States, and in another part not wanting to rush a story that I want to do and do well for all of you. I hope you'll grant me this deviation. Secondly, some major announcements regarding Prose will be coming your way in the next week or 2, so I hope that you'll continue to listen to these introductory episodes, just so we can all stay on the same page regarding our beloved shared walks through fiction. Thirdly, just as a reminder, ProsePodcast.com continues to have major issues. I'll pray that you will continue to have patience if you use the site often. And by all means, as I pled last week, if there are any WordPress gurus out there listening, shoot me a message to prosepodcast@gmail.com. I'm hoping to have this cleared up no later than episode 35, here in about 2 weeks. Fourthly, I have continued to be asked about possibly setting up funding possibilities via Patreon or similar services. Yes, I am working on these ideas. No, I don't have any date for when this might launch. Much along the lines of Aaron Mahnke of Lore, Mike Duncan of Revolutions in the History of Rome, and many other podcaster heroes of mine, I refuse to simply ask for handouts. That means I have to come up with some cool extra content and/or merch for any fans of Prose that might be considering supporting the show financially. I appreciate the interest, and I promise I am working on it. Lastly, please follow along on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook via @ProsePodcast, as this can help the podcast get noticed. Even more importantly, please go to iTunes and leave a rating and/or review for Prose. Ratings and reviews set this show up for continuing into the future. I really need them, guys, so get over to iTunes and get to rating. With no further ado, let's get to the tale, shall we? This week we have breakfast and the boy. Enjoy.